We're speaking with Trent Stangl, VP of IR and Marketing for Crescent Point Energy. Trent, can you tell us a little bit about your IR program last year?
You know what, last year was really an interesting year because we were actually fairly quiet on the acquisitions front, which is something that we're really quite active on most years. We did do a couple in August that opened us up into the US markets, the North Dakota Bakken, and so that was an exciting thing. And you know, beyond that, it was just another good solid year from us operationally, and so it was kind of easy to tell the story.
Good. Trent, I'll just read you a quote from a sell-side analyst. The most informative IRO is Trent Stangl. He just understands the business so well. Another said you're on the same page as shareholders. What's the secret to staying so up to speed in oil and gas?
You know, I think it's obviously a technical and capital-intensive industry, and for us, we haven't been scared to roll out what we call our maps and montages in investor meetings, and that lays out the company from the economics to the latest technologies and everything, and we're not just trying to show financials, or we're not just trying to show here's what our yield. These are what our assets look like, and this is how we built the company, and this is how we think about managing those assets.
How's that different from, say, some of your competitors, your peers?
You know, when you go back, say, 5 or 6 years ago, a lot of our peers, we come from the income trust space, you know, and so a lot of it was really driven around the tax effectiveness of being an income trust, the value of the yield, and so on. And so a lot of companies had great assets, but they didn't necessarily highlight the assets. They really highlighted how that contributed to the bottom line. And for us, we're really focused on the assets, and so we spend a lot of time really sharing what those assets look like and then how that drives up into the bottom line.
Fair enough. Is that as a result of having your history, having been a trust?
Absolutely, and you know, our president and CEO and founder is an engineer, and you know, he loves the numbers, he loves rolling up the sleeves and getting into that stuff, and that's really reflected in our IR program.